Alright, so I've already done some work today and I'll catch you guys up on that a little later. So this is actually being recorded after that, but I just wanted to share some ideas I'm having about building a new system for essentially for streaming, but I've never streamed before, so I've been learning a lot about it, and I'll show you some of the stuff um, a little bit later in this video. But I'm completely new to it, so it's going to be a steep learning curve. But initially, I'll be streaming just the screen and the work that I'll be doing there. But I'll show you some of that in a sec. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to upgrade some PC parts, and the system I have at the moment is built in this in the black version of this Helios case, and I've got the white one here, so I've got the case ready to go. So I'll be moving some parts around and also getting a mini ITX case. So in this white case here, I'll be taking this motherboard that I have now, the Formula motherboard, which is an ATX board, and I'll be pairing that with a new CPU. And I'm thinking, although the new generation is coming soon of the Ryzens, I think they're going to be so far from what I've seen online, I think they're going to be called the 7000, I think, series, maybe. So that'll be a new addition there. So this CPU will be new, and I'll be pairing that with a 3080 Ti, and I'm thinking of going the Rogue Strix 3080. The prices have started to come back down to, what would be expected as normal. Here, these prices, of course, in Australian dollars. I don't need to go to a 3090 for the kind of work that I'm doing at the moment, so that should be okay as a 3080. So the case that I have, or the other case that I have now, will get the motherboard that I have now, and this one has the built-in water blocks over the VRMs, so I'll be trying to do my first custom water loop for that. So, and I'll be pairing those with the 5950 and the 3080 Ti. Now, of course, there are other components to go with that, power supply and SSDs and all that sort of stuff, but they're the main components anyway. Now, to take the CPU that I have now, I'm going to be getting the Rogue Z11, which is a mini ITX case. It's a large one for a mini ITX, but I kind of like the design of it, and although it's going to be awkward based on what I've seen online to work with, but I want to keep the Rogue theme going through the cases and the parts. So that case will then be filled with the X570i mini ITX board, which will then be paired with the 3900X I currently have in my main PC, and the dual RTX 3060 Ti, which is also the one that I'm currently running. Prices for that have come down to pretty much exactly, I think, where I bought it for last year. So last year? I can't remember now. Yeah, I think so, last year. Either early last year or late the year before. So that second system then I'll be getting a new case for that. And I'm thinking that'll be used as a streaming PC. With the new motherboard, the CPU that I currently have, and the GPU I currently have. So it's kind of the flip side of the new system I'm building in the short term. The black Helios case that I'm currently using for the main PC, I'm thinking that will be for the new series Ryzen when that stuff launches, and the new NVIDIA 4000 series cards, GPUs. When they come out, I think I'll be doing a brand new build in one of those. So that's in terms of the PC parts. Now, as I said, one of the main reasons I'm thinking of doing all this is for streaming, and completely new to me. It's a completely new beast, but I've been learning a little bit about Twitch streaming. So as you can see on here, excuse the monitor, it's a 43-inch large format monitor, so it takes me a little while to get across it, but so I've been learning about mod dashboards and creator dashboards and that sort of stuff. That's in terms of this platform by itself. There'll be even more to learn about on YouTube and all that sort of stuff. And then of course there's OBS and but as I said, I'll be mainly just streaming the screen. I don't have the kind of space I would need to stream camera and stuff. I do have the room, but I've got a really good room that I could use for it as a study. That's a decent size and so on. But at the moment, I've got a lot of stuff stored from the clinic when I closed that. Exercise equipment and computer gear and furniture and boxes of stuff that's spread across the house at the moment. So that all needs to go into storage, so I can start to use the rooms again. And at that stage, I might set up a camera and lighting and stuff. But initially, it'll probably just be streaming the screen. Okay, so that's a quick catch up on the new PC plan and the streaming plans. Now, I won't be streaming for a while yet. That's we're talking months away rather than weeks. But I'm starting to plan for it now, and the plan is to start really, really small and just build very, very gradually. The first month or more will probably just be testing and learning how to use everything and getting people to help out. Not really about growing the channel, all like the channel on Twitch and YouTube and as well as all the other socials. They're basically completely frozen at the moment. I've not even tried to do anything with them. So initially the focus will just be testing and learning, and then from there I can look to become more active on there. So hopefully that gives you a better idea of what I'm planning for video, and now I'll go back to the video I shot earlier with all the work in it. Here we go. So I just thought I'd catch you guys up on some of the work happening behind the scenes. So as you can see over here, just a laptop set up for online connection and vibes and chat and that sort of stuff. But over on the main PC, I don't usually work with this many tiled windows open at once, but I just thought I'd show you the process I'm going through at the moment. So obviously up the top here we've got the book is the main thing that I'm working on, and from time to time I need to refer to other things. So up the top here there's a list of references that I'm going to be using. So this is just a short summary, of course, and there are more, but that's an example. Then down here I've been recently looking into how to set up the final files for upload onto Amazon. So there's some specific requirements for that sort of thing. So bleeds and margins and that sort of stuff. So that's been happening in the background as well. And then from time to time I'll get something, up in the book or one of the patents and stuff that's being developed. and I might need to update some code. I've been doing a lot less of that now, but I plan on doing a lot more of it in the near future. So that's just a really quick look at what's happening, at least for the next couple of hours. And I'll give you guys another continued update in a little while. Catch you soon. So still working on the book, and I have been for a while obviously, but today it's already been a few hours in this one block. Inching closer and closer to completion now. There's very little left in terms of the manuscript itself, and then the next step will be to prepare the file in the format that's needed for upload onto platforms like Amazon, as well as to send off. So it'll be a separate file sending off to local printers here. Vibes as always, and work progressing pretty well. Might actually end up doing some coding a little bit later, but for now I'm going to take a break. So this is giving you a quick look at the kind of time frames and workflows that happen during like a typical work session here at home. All the best, and hopefully catch up with you guys again soon. Take it easy.